Buffalo, Miami later tonight. What's going on? Getting ready for Sunday. Who's in, who's out? I know Mozart ain't playing tonight in Miami, so he's out tonight. Three backup Bill players are out, including their nickel corner. And even though I said he looked washed, I think people should give it a break with Deshaun Watson. Now, as a Cowboy team Sunday, that was a machine. Okay. Good locker room. Everybody got paid. There was a buzzsaw against Cleveland on Sunday. Okay. What's up, Daniel? Good morning, family. But first, I want to talk about what was yesterday in America. Me living here in New York City, it really hit home to me what happened 23 years ago on Tuesday. It was a Tuesday morning when hell broke loose. And that Monday before, which was Labor Day here in the United States, um, I went to go visit my father, who was working in the South Tower. That was the second tower that got hit. Okay. And I can tell you, I had direct TV back then. All the television towers went out because no one knew that the TV antennas were on top of the World Trade. I got to see every second and every moment of what happened. New York, Wall Street district, that's all the way downtown. Right before you get to the Brooklyn Bridge, it looked like Beirut down there. It looked horrible. Never seen anything like it. And New York still hasn't recovered from it. New York still is in mourning 23 years later. And every year when they read those names, it's just a gut punch. So we lost a lot of firemen, we lost a lot of police officers, we lost over 3,000 people who worked in that building. And like I said, New York has never been the same. So my thoughts and prayers are with everybody who lost someone that day. I ended up losing my dad 3 years later because of the asbestos that caused cancer to him. because she stayed that day and helped save lives. And when I finish doing the studio, I will put his plaque and his medal up so you people can see it, where his company gave him the award for bravery. So um, I was very proud of my father that day. He told me some horror stories that I'm not going to get into because they're horrific, and a lot of people lost their lives, including his co-workers. About 6 or 7 very, very nice and sweet grandmothers who was like my dad. You get that age, you need some extra money. You're going to do odds and end jobs. Unfortunately, those ladies didn't make it. They had to stay and try to rescue people. So my prayers are definitely with those ladies. God bless their souls, and all the people who lost lives, kids growing up with no parents. It's horrible. Mothers losing sons, mothers losing daughters. It was just a horrific day here in New York, and we haven't recovered yet. Like I wrote, 9/11 is a day that will always change the way Americans live their lives forever. Most devastating day in the history of this country. So I pray for everybody in 9/11 who lost loved ones, especially our police and our firefighters. All right, speaking of police, let's get to Tyreek Hill. Omar Kelly from the Miami Herald was on with Mike Florio this morning, and he also agreed where I came to the conclusion uh, that Tyreek could have diffused the situation, knowing that he's on his way to the stadium. Roll down the window, Negro. Give your ID or registration and driver's license. Get the ticket and go to the game. Go to work. Now I'm hearing all this down in Miami that Omar was talking about this morning, and I was rolling my eyes at him. I'm like, dude, you can't be serious. That the Dolphins have a different attitude and all this and all that, bro. I'm gonna say it over and over and over again till we all see it happen. Let's just get a playoff win first before you start talking about Stephen Ross this and Stephen Ross that. Let's see us win a playoff game for once. Okay. I'm not even gonna bum rush what uh, they say. There's no reason to. But that Tyreek situation should have been handled a lot better than what it was. And Tyreek better be glad he wasn't in LA where those cops would have shot through the window, bro. Because they don't know what you got in that car. He better be glad he was in Miami. Shout out to the Dolphins security guy, Drew Kelly, who drove out there and diffused the situation. It's going to be, I don't know. I don't live down there. Thank God I don't live down there. Oh, I don't live down there. I don't know what's going to happen. Tyreek wants the officer fired. I don't know about that, Tyreek. I don't know, fam. I think you just better be glad that you're able to walk in your house today. You're able to get ready for the game tonight. And this is going to be a story again. Got to keep hearing about this bullshit. You got all these Negro concept creators talking about it, and you know they all are favoring Tyreek Hill, of course, but the Negro didn't do anything. And this is why, I'll say it again, in here we go by facts. We don't go by heartstrings and being fanboys. Shout out to Big O, who was killing the fanboy crowd all this week. Good for him. You gotta get all the facts in, and the body cam showed everything. And now I'm glad that the Stephen A. Smiths of the world, Acho, all these guys, Tyreek lied through the whole thing. If you watch the body cam from the beginning, you will see that he instigated everything, not only by not rolling his window all the way down, but giving the cop attitude. Had Calais Campbell handcuffed, Junu Smith threatened by the police there. And the police was wrong too. They were over aggressive. That cop who ripped the door open, goddamn, he's strong. To rip a Lamborghini car door open, just ripped that door open and dragged his ass and body slammed his ass to the ground. That's going to be a long, long, long problem down in South Florida. Crazy. And let me add something to this. Uh, See, a lot of these fanboys in all sports, they think that uh, everybody know who these players are. I got news for you. Half of these people don't give a damn. I was at my mom's house this morning. What's up, Darkness? I was at my mom's house this morning, real quick, and she was talking about who was Trump's running mate for vice president, bashing Taylor Swift for supporting Kamala Harris. And my mother loves the celebrity world. She likes that bullshit, Access Hollywood, TMZ. I can't stand it, okay? Even though I do thank TMZ for letting me know about Johnny Goudreau 3 weeks ago. Damn, 3 weeks already. Well, time flies. And what I'm going with this is these fanboys of all these teams and sports, they don't understand. Half the people in all walks of life don't care who these athletes are. They're not going to the games. They don't even give a damn. And know what these people were thinking about? Is my mortgage on time? Is my rent on time? Can I make enough money to put my two little girls to college? That's what they care about. Real life situations. Everyday life. And to me, the other night, Mr. Miami popped up, and we were all talking about how worried we was of him. And the reason why I was worried about him, because I look at him as a human being before I do apparent. When I don't hear from people for a long time, I'm like, yo, what happened to this person? Now, some people will give you an attitude. I just don't go in there no more. I don't like your show. Blah, 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 blah. Well, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? And the point I'm making is J.D. Vance was complaining about Taylor Swift giving the support to Kamala Harris. And I tried to tell my mother, there's a lot of people who don't care about Taylor Swift or the Hollywood world. like she does. I don't care for it. I couldn't tell you who. Some dude just died, some rapper. I forgot his name. I don't know who this guy is. I don't listen to today's music. Today's music to me is for a bunch of retards who don't know better. Yo, 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 yo. That stupid drill music that they play. You got clowns like some guy named Glock, who's always in Colorado's locker room performing a rap concert after wins. Typical Dion, I might add. I'll kill Dion tomorrow night because I'm not doing no college football on Saturdays. When we start our straight football platform late tomorrow night, I will kill Dion tomorrow. Okay? Wait till tomorrow for me with Dion. Late night tomorrow night, straight football. Brand new show I came up with. Talk football all night. It's going to be good. The way football should be talked about. No fanboydom. Okay? And we're going to focus on two games on Sunday. Dallas, New Orleans. I love the Saints getting 6.5 against Dallas. One of my two picks for Sunday so far: Pittsburgh -3 in Denver, and New Orleans plus 6.5 in Dallas. I think the New Orleans Dallas game. I think both Tampa, Detroit. That's where we'll be at Sunday, and and Dallas, New Orleans is going to be fascinating games. But anyway, let me finish the point I was making. Um, yeah. So a lot of these people who are sports fans, I know guys I grew up with are only into two things: music and women. They couldn't tell me back in the day who was Franco Harris and Franco Harris was writing from. They didn't care. All they were into was music and chicks. Other guys were into um, making their money and spending it all up on the weekend, which most men did back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I heard some black woman, young black lady, say the other night that I never was in the club scene, but she claims women didn't kill the club scene. Oh yes, they did. And I'll get into that late tomorrow night. See, when you do a show late at night, you can talk about whatever you want. We'll talk about that tomorrow night when guys pull up and talk about that. But to finish Tyreek Hill, he was wrong. He lied through his teeth, said he didn't do anything. He shouldn't have disrespected the officers. He should have pulled out, knowing that he has a game, knowing that he was a block away from the stadium. License, registration, ID, ticket, roll your window back up, you're out. And again, shout out to Calais Can. Yeah, in a couple of minutes. Grinder. Shout out to Calais Campbell, Juno Smith. I'm gonna drop the link in a couple of minutes. Juno Smith and Javon Holland for being there for Tyreek Hill. And it was sad. Tyreek Hill, you could tell he was scared to death, telling Calais Campbell, don't leave him. And those guys stayed. Good for them. Good for the Dolphin security to go out there and defuse it. Okay. Next, Buffalo and Miami tonight. And I think for Miami, if this is the time where you got the Bills right where you want them. Because I promise you this: when you go up to Orchard Park in early November, Josh Allen will be ready. Okay, he will be ready by week 9 in the rematch with the Dolphins. So if you're the Dolphins, get this W tonight, take the lead in the division, and get ready for a war next week in Seattle. And I'll talk about that game next Friday night, Seattle and Miami next week. Okay. Oh, every time I pick Miami, they lose. So I'm gonna pick Buffalo to cover, but Miami wins the game on the last second Jason Sanders field goal. Miami wins the game. Next, let me get the thumbnail up here. I'll like grind it up in a minute. Let me. Good morning, hip hop caviar. Great to see you, love. Let me say hello to both of them. Say what's up to Grinder in a minute. I think Tyreek, what little credibility he had, equity he had with the media, he's lost it completely now. He really has. Next, uh, I'm gonna put it up in a second. Last time I spoke to Grinder, I'll speak to Grinder in a couple more seconds because after I do this game, then I'll let him up. We will be doing this game Sunday, as I put it up right now. Rematch of last year's divisional playoff game in Detroit, which was an excellent game. And Baker Mayfield is playing great football right now. And Detroit's Detroit. You know, Detroit got all the firepower in the world. I think this game is interesting because you're beginning to see the evolution of Baker Mayfield. Last year he had an excellent year. Nobody realized it. And he should thank Sean McVay for turning his career around. I mean, McVay did some magic with him to make him into a real quarterback. And Tampa Bay got him at a great price, 3 years, 100 million, 33 million a year. And him and Mike Evans is go. While Detroit, on the other hand, is Detroit. They're a high-powered machine. But I think Sunday you're going to see the high-powered machine. So the rematch Tampa and Detroit, I think, is very fascinating. We'll be there on Sunday. Next Sunday, we will be in Pittsburgh for the Steelers home opener against the Chargers. Grinder wants to come up. He can. I dropped the link. So we'll see Tampa, Detroit on Sunday. Next Sunday, Pittsburgh and the Chargers next Sunday. And can Justin Herbert please stop pouting that he only threw for a measly 137 yards on Sunday? Hey, you should have known this was going to happen with Jim Harbaugh as the coach. And
I can't call.
there we go. With Jim Harbaugh as the coach. Don't worry, Justin. More to come with Harbaugh. The more they pound that rock, defense in the right places, the players, they keep winning. Get used to handing off that football. I try to tell you guys when everyone's talking about who's the Bears' next coach. Let me tell you something right now. If the Chicago Bears go 8-9, but that defense play like it did Sunday every week, Matt Eberflus is going to get an extension. And then what Matt Eberflus is going to do to stick it up the Chicago Bear fans' asses is play the way you looking the way the Chargers play football. Okay, Chargers play it beautifully. Steelers. This is why I'm doing the game next week. Steelers was the old school Pittsburgh Steelers last week. Made Kirk Cousins shit in his pants like they did. Atlanta will start off 0-3, folks. At Philly, and then next Sunday night, Kansas City. They'll start 0-3. And that Kirk Cousins balloon will be popped. And then you'll start hearing murmurs about Michael Penix. Okay? There's a reason why they picked him 8, folks. It just wasn't by accident. And I can tell you, from watching that game, those players have no confidence whatsoever in Kirk Cousins. And when they start off 0-3, you really think they're going to believe him? And then let me take a look at Atlanta real quick. Take a look at Atlanta. Oh, these people still talking about that bullshit WNBA, knowing that it's football season. I'll rip them tomorrow night. I got plenty to say about them. Hey, like I said, because I just saw the ad for tonight's game. If there's any time for Miami to get them, this is the time. God damn. Woo! Atlanta's going to start off 0-5. And 4 of their first 5 games are at home. Kansas City, the Saints after that, Buccaneers after that. Good luck with that, Atlanta. Atlanta then they get a break with Carolina. Then Seattle comes in. That could be a little break. Then at Tampa, the Cowboys and the Saints again. Basically, what the schedule makers have done, and if you're Raheem Morris, you should be scratching your head. You play your division in the first half of the year, and they got a week 12 bye. And then they play the Chargers at home. They're gonna play a lot of road games at the end of the year, Atlanta. So good luck to the Falcons. All the people jumped on that Falcon train. I don't know if Grind is ready yet.
I'm here.
Okay. Uh, I'll start with you
Okay.
with the Jets Monday night, and I think a lot of the national media, just like Deshaun Watson, I think they've gone overboard with one game. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
At Tennessee, next Thursday night, New England at home. The following after that, Denver at home. I don't see the Jets losing any of those games.
I don't see it either. I think what it is that as you've been in the media for a long time, they never really liked Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so
That,
that plays into it. The sad thing about it, some of New York media, I'm talking about some, they play into it and stuff like that. And that guy always said, and I said it again, like you know what I'm talking about,
yeah.
brother Mitch, because we've been talking about this for years. That you do not want to start up Aaron Rodgers. You added more fuel to him. You was calling him old. You keep on talking about the justice. See, and I want people to understand what I'm saying, brother Mace, because we watched one of those games, right? And I didn't mean to bring it up, but you know what I'm talking about. When we was on the panel, when we was watching, that's when Aaron Rodgers was playing for Green Bay. And when Jets went up there, beat them 40 to 14, and the way how Green Bay treated him, and the way how the Jets embraced him, y'all don't think that still fuels him? Y'all don't think that oh how he gonna react? And so Aaron Rodgers, the last few years he been in Green Bay, the fans has not treated him with respect. And so he go to the Jets now. I'm talking about the team. The team got his back and everything. He had his back and everything. And so it's gonna start for you. I think, like you said, I don't think the Jets gonna win none. I think they're gonna win those games. So it's gonna be fewer. And so these are not the same old Jets. They got beat by San Fran, right? No problem and stuff like that. That happens and stuff, but you you see a few plays that Aaron Rodgers, he still have it. So I
I
believe the
think
Jets gonna be very motivated.
I think if the Jets lose one of these three games, there's a problem.
I agree with that.
That's when like the I wouldn't use the word panic, but concern.
I
That's a
see it.
better word. They will win these three games. I do agree with Aaron. He said that they just get their act together and do what they got to do. I totally agree with that.
And I just wish that Hassan, I wish they get that square off. Do something. 'Cause also it's like hold over the Jets. But the place that they have and they'd be motivated. They'd be definitely motivated. But I hope they just get that done. There's some talking that he might report in a few days and stuff like that. I said like this. I'm not gonna say nothing. I said I'm not. I got to see it.
I think the Jets lost on Monday night because the 49ers is just better. Period. It's like when the 49ers beat the media darling teams, the Jets, the Cowboys, they never give them credit.
Right.
They never give the 49ers any credit. And I think sometimes the media is in denial when they really don't like a certain team
Yeah.
and they're better than everybody else except one.
Kansas City.
I mean,
Personal sale?
So yeah. So yeah, they were just better that night. That's all to it. San Francisco was a better team that night. That's all it was.
yeah. Because the media, if they don't like you and they don't like San Francisco, whatever
Mhm.
they do, they're going to purport.
And not call using the
Yeah.
phone.
I think what bothered uh, was the backup running back having such a big game.
Yeah.
I think that's what bothered a lot of people.
Yeah, but yeah, he was a backup, right? If it was McCaffrey, they say, okay, no problem. You know, it's what it is, where it is. But as a backup, it is a problem. But you know, San Francisco's that good. They got good players. So that game is gone. Now, Jets, y'all gotta make a statement against Tennessee. That's all to it. Of both sides of the ball. Y'all gotta make a statement. I want to see a statement.
Yeah. If I'm a Jet fan, same thing.
Make a statement. Make a statement. Make an example. So okay, you hopefully take care of Tennessee. This what happened. I hear you talking. On to the next. That stuff. So
Yeah. Get ready for New England a week from tonight. Then you get 10, 11 days off. Play Denver.
yeah. You gotta take care of business and stuff. You gotta make a statement. And that's the thing about I hear some Jets fans, they talking, oh, this not us. Listen, man, they gotta make a statement. I'm a sports, hey, listen, I'm a sports critic at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I'm not just a sports fan. You hear what I'm saying, Brother Mace?
Yeah.
I'm a guy be a sports critic, and I gotta tell you, Jets, you lost San Francisco. Now go to Tennessee, make a statement. That's it. That's all I want to see.
Yeah. It's like me with Miami. Just win a playoff game, then come back to me.
There you go.
And you could do all that talking, let you be talking down there. Win a playoff game. I don't hear about anything else. Just win a playoff game.
Stop being a fanboy.
Yep.
Stop it. Stop. This gotta stop. Let people know. Brother Mace, real soon he gonna come back to my channel and we gonna talk about pastime. We gonna talk about fanboys. We gonna talk about all that. How sports, how people change sports, all sports for the worst of it. We gonna talk about that because it's got to be talked about because stop. It needs to be stopped because I'm getting sick of it. A bunch of the fanboys, these mainstream media giving these fanboys a pass. Why? They don't know nothing. Y'all ain't see the sports. Y'all ain't see sports in one way, like just 30 years. The sports has been transcended And you know what I'm saying? Like me and you, we seen it. We see how sports really was when we was coming up. It wasn't highly new media back then. It was black and white, and there were only just a few networks: CBS, NBC, ABC. That was it.
Yeah, that was it back in the
That
day.
was it. And we see great. We see great sports. All types of sports. You cannot wait. Even hockey was good. I'm like, come on. So what we gonna talk about that pastime? I just gotta Mace gotta let me know what's a good time, and then we gonna talk about. But it's gonna be very soon, because y'all fanboys, y'all doing fanboys and fangirls. Y'all doing too much. Y'all really getting me
Way
sick.
too much.
I'm being nice. Y'all doing way too much. You know, so
Yeah, way too much.
it's gotta be talked about. Chicago. Oh, they beat Tennessee. Okay, beat Tennessee. Okay. Could you? Oh yeah, he the best. He won one game. Okay, I get it.
He only threw for 64 yards.
Right.
I have 400.
That's what I'm saying. Give me a break.
Yeah, he only threw for 64 yards. And that's why I've been saying that if his defense, I'm talking about the head coach, is a top 7, top 5 defense, he's getting a contract extension. I know the national media always comes back to the national media. They don't want to hear that. But that's the way it works. Chicago is a defensive town, and that's what they believe in Chicago. You know, they got their quarterback, big damn deal. You know what I mean? Oh man. Let me tell you, there's some good. Let me take a look at Sunday's games. Ain't too many good ones, I'll tell you that. Wait for Grinder to come back. Raiders in Baltimore, no.
I'm right here.
Available on their end.
Have you used it before?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so you heard about what I was talking about Detroit?
No, what I'm saying is I
What
can't
about
dial. I can't dial.
I
any
think
number
when
at all.
Detroit
I
defense
can't dial
really
out.
gel, that they go really. I mean, it's gonna be scary.
I'm looking
Yes,
forward to that game Sunday.
since
Oh,
since I
Grinder,
I was
can you get that noise out of the background, please?
using the app.
Oh wow!
I even
Hold
went
on,
on the
hold
web.
on.
I even
I'll
went
mute
on the
myself. You
web
keep on
version
talking. I'll
and
let
I
you know.
still
Thank you. Let's see the other good games Sunday. Ain't too many good games Sunday, folks. Who the hell knows where the Bengals are right now? I know Higgins is out. It looks more and more that my man from the Bears looks like that's going to game time. Let you know in a second who I'm talking about. Keenan Allen and McCaffrey's out Sunday. And you know Mostert is out tonight for Miami. He's not playing tonight. And again, who the hell knows with the Bengals? Who knows? I'm dead serious about that. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Folks. Next week, Pittsburgh and the Chargers. Eagles and Saints next Sunday. That will be interesting. Eagles and Saints. In the late games, we got Dolphins at Seattle. Yeah, I will say this about Dolphins Seattle next week. Their young defense of secondary, their secondary, young secondary next week. This will be the biggest test of their lives going up against Waddle and Tyreek next week in Seattle. So that'll be something to watch if you're watching that game. If the Rams are that banged up, we will do Detroit at Arizona next. We won't do a 4:30 game. I'll just scrap the 4:30 game. Just do Pittsburgh and the Chargers. Saints Eagles are an interesting watch too. Let me see what we get here. Yeah, we don't get Saints and Eagles here. I think we're gonna get the Seahawks. We're gonna get the Seahawks and Dolphins here as the late game because CBS is gonna, Fox is gonna show Dallas. So we'll get Seattle and Miami here in New York as our local game. They are not showing against Carolina and the Raiders. God, no, they're not showing against Carolina and the Raiders next week. It will definitely be Dolphins and Seahawks next week here.
What it
Oh
is,
no, really?
CBS affiliate. It will definitely be that in our affiliate. Uh, so that's next week. I don't know which way we'll go next week. I think we'll just do Steelers and we'll just have both games on up here, and I'll just go back and forth. Because Saints, if the Saints get off to a 2-0 start, I know Philly's off to a 2-0 start, so we may have to do both games at the same. We'll just look at each other's at the games and who's moving the
Hmm.
football. But that's
Yeah.
next week.
you're open.
Up here, we'll deal with next week. Next week up here. We'll deal with next week. Next week up here. But for right now, it's Pittsburgh and uh, and the Chargers next week. Philly, New Orleans is going to be a good one next week. That's going to be a good one. Philly, New Orleans, and then week 4. Let me go there. Let me see if there's any interesting games there. Texans and Bills is week 5. I can tell you that right now. Stephon Diggs off to a very good start. 2 touchdowns already. Eagles Buccaneer rematch. I think they'll be on here in New York Because the Jets, let me see something about the Jets real quick. Buffalo's at Baltimore. That's the night game. Chiefs, Chargers. Is that the game here in New York? Let me see. Yeah, they're gonna show Chiefs, Chargers here in New York. So that'll be the doubleheader. Chiefs, Chargers, and uh, week 4. I'll give you Eagles at Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Why can't see? Oh,
Ravens are too boring for me, folks.
just hit
Then that
one.
Monday night is 2 games on. Dolphins hosting the Titans, and Seattle and Detroit.
Oh.
Seattle doesn't score, and they don't want them to score. Again, Montgomery's made the team a defensive locker room, and what that means is, in Montgomery's mind, the defense is so good. If the offense just get them 17 points, they'll win every week.
Mm-hmm.
And all the blame will go on the offense in Seattle. Defense will get no. Now, if defense gives up over 30, they'll get chastised. But if they're giving up 24 or less, the offense will get the blame for everything. The coach will make sure of that. So, a lot of pressure on Geno Smith right now.
Yeah.
Put points on the board.
I think for Seattle play Detroit, if Detroit gets the ball first, they got to make a statement. They got to stop them. Because if Detroit gets on the road, especially they running game. We talk about Montgomery, but we talk about Gibbs. They get that running game going. They
Yeah,
gonna be a they
Detroit.
they could be very unstoppable because now golf he got all day now to throw the ball, and they got weapons.
Yeah, Detroit. They will put points up. They're looking forward to the Dallas showdown, week 6. We'll do that game up here when they go to
Oh
Dallas.
yeah, yeah. They circle that game.
Yeah. I don't. You know what? I don't really take the season seriously until Thanksgiving weekend. The Sunday before the Thanksgiving games.
Get Thanksgiving right.
When those games are over and the Monday night game is over, which is Ravens at Chargers, when that is all over, then I look at football more seriously, more aggressively, and we'll see where the teams are. That's why I never get excited when a team is off to a good start. I say, so
Yeah,
what? We'll see you where you at Thanksgiving, what your schedule looks like, and then we'll take it from there.
yeah. I believe that's a good point. But I believe after Thanksgiving, you're gonna see the good teams will separate.
Yeah, because they're making a playoff run.
hmm
That's why you can tell the difference of who's good, who's not by that week. Because it's week 12. There's six for most teams. There's 5 games to go. We'll see where you're going to be at.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you hear all these people talking about the Jets. The Jets will be 3-1 before you blink your eye. Don't worry about the Jets. Like Rogers said, they're going to be fine.
They'll be all right. Yeah.
It was just one game.
This one. That's only
One
this
game.
one. This one game. That's what I'm saying. There's only this one game. You know what I mean? Like
Now, if you're the Jaguars, the way you lost to Miami on Sunday,
that.
that just tells you why you are the Jacksonville Jaguars. That tells you why you're the Jaguars and why everybody's in love with Houston in that division. Because you're the Jaguar. The way you lost that game to the Dolphins on Sunday,
Okay.
when ETN was about to score and make it 24-7, that man right there did the best play of the day on Sunday. That's why he got the number one game ball from me in week one. That play right there, stripping Travis Etienne, make him fumble the football. Who do I have tonight? Uh, I know Dolphin fans gonna get mad. I'm taking the Dolphins to win that. Good morning to you, family. Nephew, what's up, man? Yeah. Let me take a look again. NFL. Thank God I don't have to do Saturdays. Platinum said no, so I said, okay, I'm good. We're good.
Okay, so
3-0 against the spread, folks. Week one. All right, this is week two. Miami, 2.5 point favorite. Man, I may have to come back to that before I go off the air. Wow. Dolphins, 2.5 point favorite tonight. I don't know. Ravens, 9 point favorite, 9.5 favorite, 8.5 most places. Chargers, 6 point favorite. To me, that may be the easiest play of the weekend. They will destroy Carolina. Definitely got the Saints minus 6.5 on the Cowboys. Too many points. Who's the other game I love? 49ers, 5.5 in Minnesota. Seattle, 3.5 in New England. Jets, 4 point favorite in Tennessee. I don't care about the Giants. I'll skip that game.
Exactly. Where
Chiefs, 5.5 over the Bengals. I love the Steelers. I got them at 3. Now it's 2.5. I wouldn't have took the point. I would have gave the Steelers an extra point. But hey, give me a field goal. I'll take it. I think Steelers are going to crush them. Texans 6.5 over the Bears. Wow. And then the Eagles 6.5 over Atlanta. How could you not love that? Where's the game, man? Ooh. I'm going to take McVay as the underdog. So that'll be my third game. I'm going to take the Rams plus 1.5 at Arizona. I'm going to take the Rams. So my picks this week, folks, the Rams 1.5 underdog at Arizona. The Saints 6.5 at Dallas. And the Steelers is now down to 2.5. I'll take that over them. Those are my three players this week. I won with Houston last week. I won with the Cowboys last week, and I won with the Eagles last Friday night against Green Bay. I told you that was the one lock I had was Eagles over Packers right when that game was announced. So I got the Rams on the road plus 1.5, the Saints on the road plus 6.5, and the Steelers on the road minus 2.5. I'll take all three, and hopefully I'm 6-0 against the spread. Grinders with me. That boy, if he wants to come up, everything is back to normal on 305. I'm good. Yep, I'm good too, bro. It was great to hear his voice the other night. That you want to pull up? Here's the link. If I would play the game, Grinder,
Mm-hmm.
I would take the Jets -4. I will jump all over that.
Gotcha.
That game will not be close. I'm not kidding. The Jets will get a tongue lashing. Rodgers will do what he got to do, and Jets should come out ready to go. The team I think is lost right now is Cincinnati. No Higgins on Sunday. He's out. Who the hell knows with Jamar Chase what he's going to do? And now there's word Burrow's wrist is not healed completely. I was just reading that about Joe Burrow. So Cincinnati right now, folks, is a complete mess. Maybe they'll all get their act together knowing that the Chiefs is Chief Week. My mother, I was at her house this morning real quick, and she's worried about this game. A lot of people are taking the Bengals this week. I will say not so fast, my friend. Not so fast, everybody. There's a reason why the Chiefs have won 3 Super Bowls in the last 5 years. There is a reason why. Uh, Grinder, what's your recollections of 9/11? You're a New Yorker. You was probably in New York back then. Wait, the Grinder comes back.
I'm back.
Yeah, I just asked you, what is your memories of 9/11?
My memories was 9/11. I told the story about a few hours ago, but my older brother, he had an interview at One World Trade, and I had an interview at 5 World Trade. What happened was he went to his orientation early that morning, and he was the first train came back to Brooklyn,
Yeah.
and he called me. He said, "Bro, you need to watch TV." I was getting ready to get on the train and go to my interview at 5 World Trade, and everything stopped. And I seen the planes. That's when I first see the second plane hit, and then the other planes hit the other places around the United States and all. And at the time I was living in the project, so me and this guy named brother named King, God bless him, we went to the roof and we see cause the buildings. Well, this is later on, about like an hour later, and we went to the roof and we actually see people was jumping off, and it would look like gnats.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk about that this morning.
We see
About
actually
that
people
part.
jumping off. I like it, and it was burning. I like, oh
Well,
man.
look what you have a choice. You could disintegrate in 2,000 heat of fire and
Mm-hmm.
melt, or you could jump off 116 stories, and by the time you get to the 80th floor going down, you're dead, and you won't feel the pain.
Yeah,
Horrible.
it was
That's
very
worse than
horrible.
dying. That's worse than dying on a cruise ship. When a cruise capsized, nah.
But that day I will never forget it. And at that time, a lot of people don't know. At the time, Giuliani was the president. Mayor. I mean, sorry, he was the mayor. Little prick. Got the nerve to call him American mayor. He's supposed to. He's a mayor, right?
Yeah.
What is you talking about? Yeah. So he was locked. I ain't gonna get into Julian. I make sure we gonna stick to this. I just don't like put him up. But the one thing about it, it was crazy around, especially around New York City, around all New York City. All the firemen, all the police officers went there, so people was looting.
Crazy. Couple of
Yeah.
things. Couple of things that just came across the wire. The Jets now will officially explore trades for Hassan Reddick, and the Texans will wear their all-white jerseys Sunday night, and the Bears will wear their orange jerseys Sunday night. The Bears
Mm.
at Texans Sunday. The
I
Texans
still
gonna
think that. Yeah. I still think that a trade. I don't think I don't think it's gonna be a trade. I think it's just a smoke screen.
I think the Jets will get rid of him.
Huh?
The Jets will get rid of him.
Yeah. For
Why wouldn't
who?
you want to play for a team like that?
That's true.
What he's basically telling the Jets was, I didn't want to leave Philly. No one told me they was trading me to you. Fuck you. You don't pay me, then fuck you. Get rid of me. Somebody will pay me. That's his attitude.
Right. That's the bottom of it. Let me ask you this question: do you think that they should have paid him?
If you don't want to be there, bro, don't waste your time.
Right.
Just get rid of him. There's a lot of teams that can use Hassan Reddick. A lot.
A whole lot. Yeah. But when you make the trade, don't make the trade within the division.
Hey, if Buffalo offers me a 1 in 3 form, he's going to Buffalo.
God, yeah. Buffalo, yeah. They need an edge rusher too. So yeah.
All right, Josh Allen styling and profiling, reminding the Dolphin fan that he is 6-0 on Thursday nights, rocking his cool sunglasses. And what to make of the Bengals, man? Wow. 3 years ago, this was a powerhouse, and now it is all in shambles. All right, Devon Achan for the Dolphins, he's going to work out tonight, and if his ankle's still killing him, he's not playing. So Cameron Wolf reported that. So the Dolphins, all banged up at running back. Daniel Jones said he wasn't offended by Giant fans getting on his case. Viking defensive players said it got so bad they felt sorry for him. Ah, ah, ah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
man.
but you know what though, Mace, that I own. I didn't mean to bring up the Giants, but I had to bring it up right there. You know the history of the Giants. You know, we know about it. We talking about race a little bit. Talking about race a little bit. What they actually say, Saquon Barkley, thanks but no thanks. And then you get Daniel Jones he had a pretty good year 1 year, and you get him all that money. And what Philadelphia did, okay, we appreciate you. Come up the road.
I'll tell
And
you
look what
something else.
happened.
Giants gets out of the Daniel Jones deal this year, but here's the question. Now that Dak Prescott's off the market, Giants do not like black quarterbacks.
No,
Will they
never did.
will they spend their pick on Shador Sanders? Somehow I doubt it.
They're not.
Puka Nacua will be out more than 4 games, folks. So he's going to be out for a while if you have him in fantasy league. Kyler Murray telling Marvin Harrison Jr. that I'm not going to just feed you the ball. If I see you open, you'll get it. That's
Oh,
showing a lot of maturity by Kyler Murray.
yeah.
Had a hell of a game Sunday for 3 quarters.
Did he?
He sure did.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen saved the Bills on Sunday.
Yep. Josh Allen will not say the Bills.
He did save them on Sunday. He was a one-man team.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison, upset with himself. I got to get open and catch the ball. He was wide open a lot Sunday, folks,
Well, yeah.
against the Bills. I watched a lot of that game. He was wild. He was wide open. Kendrick Lamar, if you didn't know, got all the rappers pissed off that he's gonna do the Super Bowl show by himself.
Yeah.
He just says he'll have another Drake diss song for the Super Bowl. You're gonna have to wait for the Super Bowl to hear his next Drake diss song, folks. But he has one, and
Yeah.
he's doing the Super Bowl all by himself.
All
Nicki
by
Minaj,
himself.
Nicki Minaj lost her fucking mind the other day. If you read her comments, what she said, wow. Tell you about Nicki Minaj. I tell you.
Hey, feel other rappers should say we should join the Super Bowl party. We should join the Super Bowl. Why he
Well,
gotta
what
have
happened was it was going to be a big collab with, in their minds, what's that clown who cannot put two sentences together? Lil Wayne, because he's from New Orleans. They all wanted to do a big Super Bowl show for the Super Bowl in tribute to Lil Wayne, Birdman's people. But Jay Z said, "Fuck this! I'm doing Kendrick Lamar. He's the hottest rapper right now." And Kendrick said he'll do it if he does the show all by himself. So he got the Super Bowl. Wasn't there some guy named The Weeknd who had it all by himself just a few years ago?
I
I
can't
forgot who
read
played.
no.
I forgot who played in that Super Bowl. It was just 2 years ago. It was the one after the Bengals and the Rams when they had all the rappers there, Dr. Dre, Snoop. The one
Man.
afterwards. What was the Super Bowl? I know it's KC. Who did KC play 2 years ago? Oh, the Eagles. That was the Weeknd who did that Super Bowl. I don't even know who the
Mhm.
guy is, but he did that Super Bowl by himself. So the question is, I said it. I'm going to stay by it. Bill Belichick will be the Christmas gift for all the Giant fans.
You think he going back to the Giants?
You better believe it.
I mean, hey, I would. I mean, like he gonna be the savior, and I think he gonna get rid of Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones ain't gonna be no.
All right, ESPN gets the Super Bowl in 2 years, and they said that they're going to do the Manning cast for the Super Bowl.
Dang.
All right,
And we
it's
see.
been one game, and you know this ass clown had to make news. Dave Canales, after one game, had an owner with the ass clown himself, David Tepper, and it looks like he got a vote of confidence from the owner already. Dave, you dumb MF. Your quarterback sucks. He's too small. They slap his balls down. No pun intended. He sucks. Just say you fucked up. You wanted him where the entire organization wanted CJ Stroud, and now your dumbass is suffering for it. Keep your goddamn mouth shut and go away. Go in the corner somewhere. No one wants to hear from you. Okay? Nobody wants to hear from your dumbass. How the hell this man became a billionaire besides me? Uh, Tepper, by the way, the richest owner in the NFL, believe it or not. And this fucking clown, already Dave Canale is on the hot seat. Wow.
Go figure that out.
Bro, lose all your games. You're going to lose 15 of them anyway. And go get the kid from Georgia. You'll have a quarterback finally. and just toss this little midget into the street? Is it
Now
so hard? The
tell
team sucks anyway.
so what? Tell them what team you talking about.
Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers, right?
You gotta be
I
kidding
just
me.
want people to know that's what Mace talking about.
Back to the desert for the Midwest Tigers. That's talking about his Bengals. Oh man, unbelievable! David Tepper after one game.
Yeah.
Oh man! Now all these people criticizing Tom Brady, they're all missing something. If you did not hear this, this happened 2 weeks ago. The NFL owners, remember, a lot of them hate Brady because he won the most Super Bowls ever, made so many restrictions on Tom Brady when he does a broadcast. He can't
Hmm?
criticize the players. He can't fraternize with none of the players. He is not allowed to talk to the head coaches. This is all real. So these people are bad mouthing his announcing. Bro, how can he do his job when the NFL put so many sanctions on him to do his job? They did that on purpose because a lot of owners hate this man.
Look, get over it, yo. Y'all need to get over it. I mean, when Tom Brady say you want to be a broadcaster, Tom Brady, you know they're gonna try and do whatever you can to sanction your voice. You know that. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, Brady try to in the near future try to buy the team.
Yeah, where's the Bengals down there? I mean, it's crazy. Cam Taylor Britt, cornerback for the Bengals, said all Xavier Worthy can do is run straight. Okay. But what happens if he runs past you and catch a touchdown pass?
Right.
Then what are you going to say then? As shots are fired, this is Bengal Chief Week. Bengals, only team in the league that has no respect for the Chiefs whatsoever, and they let you know it every chance you put a microphone to. Josh Allen let Dolphin fans know he's 6-0 on Thursday nights. A lot of people think it's going to be 7-0. I'll tell you right now, if Dolphins lose to the Bills tonight, that is going to be devastating for them. It really will. This is the one time if you're Miami, you better get the Bills tonight. Because by the time you get up to Orchard week 9, the weather's changing, the Bills will be locked and loaded by then. All right, let me go here. Because if this shit's going to happen, I did not want to touch it. Where is it? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Are these cocksuckers gonna really let him play? I'm gonna find out right now. Boy, and I'm gonna rip Matt LaFleur tomorrow night when I come on here at 10:15 Eastern for the all brand new straight football. Let me go see.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Nope.
Okay, let me see. I'm trying to make sure this is You gotta be kidding me. All right, word out of Green Bay was Love was gonna play, which to me is crazy. All right, it better be Patrick. It better be Malik Willis starting on Sunday. The last thing you want is for Jordan Love to run out there like a hero and completely tear up his knee.
Yeah. But how long he gonna be out?
It was supposed to be 1 to 6 weeks, 3 to 6 weeks.
I hope they don't rush him back.
So the Rams are all banged up, and players like Puka, Nuka, and guys like that, they'll be out past the Green Bay game. And the Green Bay game is supposed to be week 5. So the Rams are banged up, folks, already. One goddamn week, and they're banged up. Crazy.
That early in the season too.
Always happens to LA, too. Always. I love reading these up to date stories. What's going on around the league. I don't see the Jets having no problems at Tennessee Sunday.
Nah, they're not. What'd you think about Houston?
That they're to me they're the Detroit of the AFC. Detroit, man, Houston's the same way.
Let me ask you a question. What team Devin Singletary went to?
Giants.
Oh wow.
He's their starting running back.
Oh God.
Won't be hearing from him this year.
No, you won't. But I didn't understand. Like, all right, you traded to the Giants, but he had a pretty good year.
Houston got Joe Mixon,
All right,
and Joe
right.
Mixon was awesome on Sunday.
Yeah,
25 carries for 119 yards. He had a hell of a game Sunday.
yeah. I didn't understand. But yeah. Well, Cincinnati didn't want to pay him that money.
No, Cincinnati wanted to get rid of some headaches. T. Higgins is next, and then, like I told that boy the other day, the owner will pay Chase's money, and uh, Burrow's already happy, and you got Chase will get his money. He'll be happy. Bengals will move on. They'll draft another wide receiver or two next year, according to Chad Johnson. You know him more as Ocho Cinco. He said the Bengals are deep at receiver. We'll find out Sunday in Arrowhead.
Yep, sure will. But I feel sorry for Devin Singletary. Now he with the Giants.
We'll find out Sunday.
Well, Mixon, yeah, Mixon, he go, yeah. It's a definitely upgrade. Definitely it is.
I think I don't know. There's something that's going on in Cincinnati. I don't know what it is. And, I feel sorry for that boy. I really do. My heart goes out to him. When you think you're ready to just take the goddamn trophy away from the Chiefs, bullshit comes up.
Yeah.
Bullshit comes up. And gotta move on with dumb shit moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Giants are a disaster. I predicted that was going to happen. Maybe Daniel.
Giants ain't. They just both into. And I'm saying on the defense, they got some. They got some players, but they don't have enough. Man, they just don't.
I
Offense,
think,
forget about it.
I think the Giants' problem is simple. The quarterback is the problem. I've been saying that for the last 3 years. He's the problem. He has guts. I love him for his guts. So does his teammates. But man, this is shit.
This what I'm saying. If
Yeah.
y'all would have gave Barkley instead of give Dane Jones that money, you could have gave him the money. Y'all could have got another quarterback. Then y'all would have been good. And
Well, the
so
good thing about the Giants is they get out of the contract this year. After this year, they don't owe him anything. So the way it's looking, unless things change dramatically, there'll be a new quarterback for the Giants next year.
like I said, not taking away Devin Singletary. I know every time I seen Devin Singletary, I mean, when he was in Buffalo, he was getting 1,000 yards, but he wasn't getting all that many carries either. And then when he went to Houston, he did his thing, and it's like he
That's
can
why,
never really get his due.
that's why the Giants signed him. And this year, because the quarterback is a problem, he'll be invisible this year.
Yeah. Dang.
My question is, who's going to pick Daniel Jones up as a backup? Tell you, if I'm Miami, that's not a bad backup. Much better talent in Miami than there is in the New York Giants, football Giants. Tell you that right now.
Who you would get?
Backup tour.
Mm-hmm.
They need
Who?
a backup like him. If I'm the Dolphins, I will sign Daniel Jones the first day of free agency. I won't even hesitate.
For backup?
Yep,
Yeah. He be a
for
pretty good
backup.
backup. He not a franchise quarterback. Everybody trying to say he's a franchise piece. So no, he's not.
No, he's not. I tell you.
He's not a franchise quarterback. He's not.
Uh, you're gonna have to change your number. Maybe the Dolphins don't resign Holland. We'll put down hold, Dan. But Dan, you'll be a nice backup in Miami. And if I'm the Dolphins, I'll sign you the second free agency starts. Oh,
Yeah.
God damn. I don't know, man. Baker Mayfield looks like a Hall of Famer now in Tampa.
Think not.
Baker Mayfield looks like the number one overall pick in the 2018 draft now. That's one of
Yeah.
the reasons why I'm doing Baker on Sunday, game of the week up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Baker looks good. I can't say the same for Daniel Jones. Sam Donald looked good in game one. God damn.
He look like an all pro.
Damn, I tell you, Donald beats the 49ers, folks. The Vikings got something. Let me tell you that right now. He beats the 49ers Sunday. That is going to be major news everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Then it's gonna go back to the Jets that what happened?
I tell you, if he works out for the Vikings, I'll give him an extension. I'll go, yo, Sam, stick around for a while. That young quarterback can learn from you.
Yeah. And he's hurt anyway.
That's a big game Sunday. Vikings and the 49ers. But to me, the two best games Sunday are the game I'm doing Tampa Detroit. The other good game, folks. And like I told you already, I'm taking the Saints mine plus 6.5 on the Cowboys. The Saints Cowboy game, folks. What's going to be the most fascinating part of that game is from top to bottom. Offensively, the Saints are 10 times better than Dallas. And the question in that game will be, will the Saints pound the football on the Cowboys? That's going to be the question. We'll talk about that game more tomorrow night when I come back. Where I'll be back tonight for the Dolphins game. But that is the big question. Will the Saints pound Dallas and wear them down? We'll find out Sunday, but I love the 6.5. That's a gimme. 3-0 against the spread to start the year already. Saints, Rams. Well, I may take the Rams back. Hold me on the Rams. I may take them back. They're backed up. Saints and Steelers for sure. Grinder, thanks for being up here, bro.
Anytime. Thank you.
Be good, man.
All right.
Everybody, thanks for being here. Dat Boy, Hip Hop Caviar, and of course Daniel Berry, and of course our special guest, the underrated Grinder, underrated Darkness, my New York boy. We'll see you tonight, 7:15 Eastern. People in the clouds, thank you. Dolphins, Bills. Josh Allen, letting it be known he's 6-0 on Thursday nights. Can the Dolphins finally stop their daddy from whipping their ass? We'll find out tonight. Let's hope so for Dolphin fans. Okay? Let's see the Dolphins get a big win tonight. I hope they do. We'll see you. Hey, Flip, what's up, buddy? Dolphins gonna win tonight, Flip? I got the Dolphins. Dolphins gotta win tonight. It's a much bigger game for Miami. Much bigger game for Miami. They gotta win this game tonight. I don't care what anybody says. I ain't gonna beat the Bills. Everybody's confident that the Dolphins are gonna do it. Let's hope so. It'd be nice if they do. Good to see you, Flip. I'll be here tonight doing the game. 7:15 Eastern. Dolphins and the Bills. I'll see you tonight, everybody. Flip side. Thanks for pulling up, family. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Fins up. Yeah, we finally gonna beat the Bills. We finally. I know, family. I'll see you tonight. I'm on at 7:15, bro. We'll see you tonight, everybody. Thanks for pulling up.